All right, this problem is a standard rate in, rate out problem. It says, and it's a calculator problem, we note, so we'll need to use that eventually. At time t equals 0, a tank contains 48 gallons of water. For 0 less than or equal to t less than or equal to 4 minutes, water flows into the tank at a rate of E of t equals 12t sine of pi over 4t gallons per minute. Okay, so that's a rate. E for enter, we can think of it like that. And then water leaks out of the tank at a rate of L of t, so leaving 6t squared over t plus 2 gallons per minute. How many gallons of water in the tank at time t equals 4? So you're going to set up an integral expression and then compute it. So just let's use words first. So the amount at time, the amount at t equals 4 is the amount to start amount to start, meaning at t equals 0, plus, and so like it's, plus all the amount that's gone in, plus the amount, so we'll just say amount in on the interval 0 to 4, and then minus the amount out. Sometimes it's useful just to write it out in words, and then you just turn it into math notation here. So like, we could, if we want, we can write a function called like a of t, the amount, right? So the amount at time 4, we'll say, okay, that's the amount to start, which we're told is 48 gallons, okay? 48 gallons. Okay, so then the amount in, well, this is an integral, we're gonna have to use an integral here. So we're going to accumulate all the amount that's gone in. So I'm going to use E of t, the name of the function, rather than 12t times sine of pi over 4t. That'll matter more when we get to the calculator. So the amount that's gone in the 4 minutes is that integral. Again, just double check units, right? Like, does it make sense that this integral would give you an amount, in gallons? It does, because E of t is in gallons per minute. And then you're multiplying it by a change in time, which is minutes. Okay, so we're summing up gallons, the number of gallons that have come in the 4 seconds, 4 minutes. And then we're going to get rid of the amount that's gone out. And that's this. Same thing, unit analysis works in the same way. Okay, so we just need to take out our calculators and evaluate these two integrals. Just note, you could also, by a property of integrals, and some people think of it like this, and it's equally valid, you could also write this. Oops, sorry. You could also write this. And this is a subtle but important point, which is that if you think of it above, if you think of it as the way above, what you're kind of saying, it's a kind of how your brain works in terms of what happened. We started with 48 gallons. We're accumulating the total amount that's come in the 4 minutes, and then we're minusing off the total amount that's gone out. Or you can kind of think of this subtractive rate here, whatever we'll call that R of t. What that's doing is it's kind of along the way in the 4 minutes. It's accumulating the net change. It's a net rate of change, which will essentially capture sort of both effects at once, right? Water's coming in, water's coming out. So the net change in the amount of water coming in or out is given by that E of t minus L of t. And if you integrate that, it'll kind of, it'll provide the same answer as what we get above. In any case, I think I'm going to do it in the calculator this way just because it'll save on a button press. So we go to the calculator. We remember, we want to know what our functions are. I just have to make sure I look at them on the screen. Okay, so it's so I'm going to go to our calculator, and we're going to let's try to do it in one fell swoop here. So it's 48 plus the integral. Okay, so from 0 to 4. Okay, and then the E of t is 12t. Make sure you're in radians, which I double checked, but if it's trig, you need to be in radians. Where's that pi button? it is. Okay, and so then I'm gonna, so that's the amount in, and I'm gonna minus, gotta get rid of that multiplication. Now I'm gonna minus L of t, which is 6x squared divided by the quantity x plus 2. And this should do it. I'm getting 82.749, which is answer choice B.